Here with me in the house, I have man of God, Rev'd Isaac Ijaopo with me. And what we'll be talking about is the situation of Nigerian Christians, their faith, and this pandemic period. How does it affect the Christian faith? Does it strengthen the faith? Does it affect them negatively or positively? These are the things that we'll be looking at. I want you to sit back and even you can call people to join you and watch this, enjoy this wonderful time. Daddy, you're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. You're also welcome.
Thank you, sir. Sir, to start with, how will you describe the Nigerian Christian faith before this COVID-19? We'll be hearing that Nigeria are praying, Nigeria are this, Nigeria are that. But to you, from what perspective are you seeing the faith of Nigerian Christians, even before this pandemic period?
Oh, thank you very much. This is a very sensitive issue, and we must have a standard of measure. So the first thing to do is, who is a Christian? That is the standard to which you cannot judge or assess Nigerian Christian faith. Well, a Christian is someone who has given his life unto Jesus, accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and personal Savior. Well, in the religious terms, is born again. It's a new creation. All things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. And the expression, evidence, indices of his faith is known by his character in relation to others. You know, what's your neighbor saying about you? It's not necessarily the charisma, that kind of a thing. Well, it is good that you can also measure someone's faith by prayer, going to church, no doubt about that. But again, the reason for going to that church or for going to church is very, very important. Is it just going there to say, "No, give me bread"? Or is it going there for hero worshiping? Is he going there just to entertain himself? Or is he going there to just say, "Well, let me go so that people will not talk"? That kind of a thing. So these are very, very important. Then you talk about Bible study. You know, attend the Bible study, Sunday school, be a worker in the church, ability to be a disciple, not just believing. These are good standard of measure of a Christian and his faith. Now, when you now want to talk about Nigeria and their Christian faith, what is the level of compliance with these standards that we have just mentioned? That is very, very important. And if you look at it very well, though you may not have empirical statistics, but to the glory of God, we are being faith, and our position makes us to interact with things that you can see the character of people, you can see how serious they are. I will want to say that the level of our faith, the new faith, does not really commensurate with our religious activities. So, because I will say that in Nigeria, we are religious. But to say that we are devoted Christian, we put a question mark. And this has to start from the leadership. What is the motive for doing this? So I won't score us very high as far as I'm concerned in Nigeria. But I can say in terms of we being religious, we go to prayer, we go to mountains, we shout to pray, all those things. Actually, they are not the genuine metrics of measurement. Genuine metrics of measurement is not like that. So those things are just the outburst of reflection of being religious. Nothing. And if you look at one or two issues to assess, a Christian is not moved by circumstances. But you see most Nigerian worshippers, they are moved by circumstances. Some of them will praise God when things are good, when fine. When things are the other way, they won't be able to shout hallelujah. Instead of that, you see them abandoning, seeking for that power. And that will be responsible for the crowd you see in some of our mountains. And you see how people overrun prophets because they cannot stand on their own. The ability to read the Bible and understand is not there. And then when you are really teaching deeper things, you will see them sleeping or do some other things. But when it's time to pray, maybe to destroy your enemy, to pull mountain down, to do all those things, you see that people will raise up their voices. But when it comes to, okay, let us pray for Tanzania, let us pray for rural evangelism, let us do this, they won't. The voice will be so silent as if nobody's in the church. And that is evidence of being a babe in faith. Okay, let's also look at in terms of giving services to God. Jesus Christ said, go and disciple. Go ye to the world and preach the gospel. If a church announced that, okay, tomorrow we are going for evangelism, you only see 10% of these people coming for evangelism. But let us say tomorrow we are starting 3 days revival. And this revival, if you are able to come, all your problems will be solved. You will have breakthrough. The same church where you only have 10 people coming for evangelism, in the same church you will see thousands coming.
Yes.
I interviewed somebody sometimes ago. I said, why are you not in the church? Today is for Bible study. He said Bible study is for the youth. Their own is for vigil. And when there is revival, that is there. But you can imagine when you are not eating solid food. You are not eating solid food. You don't see Bible study. If you go to churches, even before COVID-19, you will see the number of people that attend Sunday school. You will see the number of people that will begin the service. Go towards the end of the service, you see people trooping out. And these are the problems that we are having. There's no problem. I don't have any issue running 3-4 services in a day. But again, these same people that come for 1.5 hour service, they don't have time to come and worship God during the day, during the week time. So all what they have to come to the church for 1.5 hours. Perhaps I preach something that will appeal to you, and then you go. The Sunday service. You know, Sunday Christians are not the genuine one. So these are standard metrics that you measure things. And maybe I should round it up this way. That even before COVID-19, people are excited when a sermon appeals to their emotion.
Yes, they applaud.
They applaud, they are nothing bad in appreciating, but when you are prone to sermon that appeal to your emotion. That after the sermon, you ask, what have you learned? You cannot, even if you want to write, you will not write anything, no points. But you just clapping, and before you know it, the service has ended. And you won't come again until next coming Sunday. You have so many people in this category, in Nigeria, that look, talk about emotion. We are not talking about a sermon. You are not patient to listen to a sermon that appeal to your heart. That when you have heard a sermon, you will break down. You will go home and work on it. In the next 3-4 days, you come back again. You build yourself up. That is. Sorry, I said, let me just talk about our giving. Okay. It's a way of knowing the level of our faith. When given is to be done the way Christ said we should do it, people will not give. So that has prevented some churches having cards for tithes. That's okay, they mark who pay tithes in the church.
Yes.
You have all these things. These are not true reflection of a genuine faith. But incidentally, if you look around, this from the majority of people go to church and all those things in this country, this is what they do. So when you are not forced to do this, you are not forced to do that, stand up, those of you can give us 1 million, 10 million, all those kind of a thing. People will not donate because they are looking for public applause. So when you look at our practice, compare it side by side with the genuine metrics of measuring who is a Christian, definitely I will conclude that we are very far from the real thing that only God knows. If rapture takes place today, how many people in a mega church will make it? And when you don't have majority doing that, then what is our faith about? I'm not claiming that I'll be saint, but to that question, I will score us low.
Wow.